John Kennedy and Jacqueline 𝗬𝗪𝗂 married in Rhode Island on September 12, 1953. From that date until Kennedy's untimely assassination, the couple and their children lived in various luxurious residences. Besides the White House, the most famous Kennedy home is the Kennedy compound in Hyannis Port, Massachusetts. This compound is significant for many reasons, including serving as Election Day headquarters in 1960 when John F. Kennedy won the presidential election. Let's take a trip down memory lane here on Refined Culture. Let's explore where and how the first family lived before and after JFK became the 35th President of the United States of America. John and Jackie lived in 8 homes, excluding vacation homes that belonged to family members, such as Joseph Kennedy's Palm Beach estate. Shortly after their wedding, they signed their first lease as a married couple for a property at 3321 Dent Place, Northwest Washington, D.C. Built in 1942, the 4-story, 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom red brick house was built in typical Georgetown style. The house retained many details from the Georgetown era, such as a wood fireplace, Canadian oak floors, a large dining room with oak molding, and a sunny living room with windows overlooking an English-style garden. The lush garden had white peonies, purple irises, and a brick walkway leading to a detached garage. Kennedy was a junior senator then, and Jackie would host formal dinner parties in this home. The couple lived in this 2,187 square foot house for less than 2 years. On October 15, 1955, they acquired Hickory Hill for $1,025,000 from Supreme Court Justice Robert Jackson. The stately white brick Georgian mansion sat on over 5.6 acres of land, dotted with handsome hickory and oak trees. Initially constructed in 1815, the 18-room house featured 9 bedrooms, 14 bathrooms, 12 fireplaces, a pool, and a tennis court. Here, Kennedy wrote his best-selling book, Profiles in Courage, in 1957. With the influence of his father, Joe Kennedy, the book won the Pulitzer Prize. Unfortunately, the couple did not live here long, as Jackie suffered a miscarriage, which interrupted their Pulitzer Prize celebrations. The home became a painful reminder of this traumatic event, and they returned to Georgetown. They sold the house for $250,000 to JFK's brother, Robert F. Kennedy, who raised his family there. In 1956, John and Jackie purchased a home in Hyannis Port. John P. Kennedy, JFK's father, had bought Malcolm's cottage in 1928. The simple white clapboard home sat on 3 acres of land at the end of a cul-de-sac. John and Jackie purchased 111 Irving Avenue, which overlooked Nantucket Sound and was next to Joe's property. In 1959, JFK's brother bought the home at 28 Marchant Avenue, next to Joe and John's properties. These properties, and others added later, became known as the Kennedy compound. The 4,484 square foot clapboard house cost John and Jackie $45,948, with Jackie later remodeling it for $18,000. Built in 1925, they used the Hyannis Port home as a summer residence. The cedar-shingled President's House sat on almost an acre and included 9 bedrooms and 17 bathrooms. Jackie decorated the home with comfortable all-American furnishings, making it homely and inviting. Much of the furniture and decor came from Gerald Shea, a noted American decorative art dealer. Among the collection was a portrait of Captain Platt out of Portsmouth, with a clipper ship in the distance by Frederick Mayhew, circa 1830. The portrait hung behind President Kennedy in the now famous photo taken in the summer of 1960. After JFK won the presidential election, the quaint 111 Irving Street home became known as the Summer White House. After leaving Hickory Hill, the couple moved to a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom townhouse in Washington. Their daughter, Carolyn, was born in this house, but as the family grew, Jackie felt the 2,000 square foot home was too small. They relocated to 3307 North Street, a classic federal-style home built in 1811. John Jr. grew up in this 4,000 square foot, 4-bedroom, 4-bath home. The Kennedy moved out of the townhouse to the White House on Kennedy's inauguration day, January 20th, 1961. Once in the Grand White House, Jackie embarked on what would be the most significant renovation in its history. Having visited as a guest of former First Lady Mamie Eisenhower, Jackie found the White House too dreary. Upon moving in, she set out to restore the historic building, bringing numerous antiques owned by former US presidents back to the White House. Jackie played a huge role in preserving this majestic house, enlisting Stephanie Boudin from Janssen and Henry Dupont, a Parisian firm, to restore public rooms to their former glory, including the Blue Room, Red Room, Lincoln Sitting Room, and Treaty Room. Jackie went on a salvaging spree, rescuing former White House antiques and furnishings from government storage. Her goal was to restore the staterooms to reflect the White House's architectural and artistic history. The rooms on display today were once the Kennedy quarters. JFK's colonial-style room had a masculine look and included a TV. Jackie's room, larger and more feminine, had cozy nooks perfect for reading and unwinding. She filled the house with antiques she loved and took them with her when she left the White House. In February 1961, the Kennedys leased 𝗬𝗪𝗁, a 400-acre farm in Middleburg, Virginia. This was their first family retreat, allowing Jackie to indulge in her equestrian hobby. It had a spring house, greenhouse, smokehouse, and swimming pool. Jackie also designed a 4-hole golf course for JFK, making the holes with tiny Confederate flags for a touch of humor. 𝗬𝗪𝗁, convincingly located 25 minutes from the White House by helicopter, provided a private venue for sensitive meetings during the Cuban Missile Crisis. Although they tried to buy it, the owner declined, so the Kennedys purchased adjacent land and built their country home, Wexford Ranch. Wexford Ranch, completed in 1963, was designed by Jackie and overlooked the Blue Ridge Mountains. The 5,000-square-foot ranch-style home had 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, a communications room, a bomb shelter, and horse stables. Sadly, JFK was assassinated before the family could enjoy it fully, and Jackie sold the property soon after. On November 22, 1963, President John F. Kennedy was assassinated in Dallas. Jackie and her children later moved to a house in Georgetown, but the constant attention from tourists led them to relocate to New York, where Jackie purchased an apartment at 1040 Fifth Avenue. In 1968, she married Greek shipping tycoon Aristole Onassis and became Jackie Onassis, or simply Jackie O. Diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, she passed away in 1994 in her New York apartment and was laid to rest alongside JFK in Arlington National Cemetery. The Kennedys left an indelible mark on American history and culture. May they rest in peace. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest uploads. See you in the next one.